Hey there, thanks for pressing play. In this video I want to show you how to go up and down Camlough mountain, which is in County Down. Well, actually I'm going to show you probably how not to go about it, and then I'm going to show you how to go about it properly, and also why it's important to actually do your research before you go to these places as well. So the reason I'm saying that I'm wrong is there is a paved road all the way up, but there's a little off-road here that brings you up to a set of masts, and then there's a worn path that you can walk across up to Camlough mountain, which is pretty easy to follow. However, I didn't see that off path, and I kept walking down closer to the mountain and then tried to come up from here, which is the wrong way to go about it. When we actually got there first, I wasn't really sure if we were there because there was no other cars at all around. Actually, just one point of note, there's two gates here, don't park in front of those. There is parking for probably 9 or 10 cars down along this wall here. But you know, obviously be respectful to local people. Anyway, walking along the road is really straightforward. At the start it's straight, and then after I suppose maybe 2 or 3 minutes of walking, you'll see it starts to meander up the hill. Now it does get steeper in those areas, but anyone with kind of a moderate level of fitness will have no problem, and all you want at the start is just a pair of runners, but this will change as we get into it. As you're walking up, actually you get some great views to your left hand side, and the first one is the really distinctive looking Slieve Gullion, which you can see over off to your left. In this point it was cloud covered, but it did clear later. And then there's also Claremont Cairn, which is further over to probably a little bit behind you on your left hand side. Again, you get a good view when the cloud is clear, and we've covered that in other videos as well, so there is videos there on Slieve Gullion and also Claremont Cairn if you just have a look on my YouTube channel, which is just my name. I reckon so. Walking up this road, it's about 40 minutes to get up to the mast that we're going to see in a sec, and about maybe 25 minutes of those is a reasonably tough incline. Once you see the mast, you're after coming out of the forest area. This is where we actually made a mistake. So the first thing you'll see is there's a nice view on your right hand side, but where we made the mistake was there is a dirt road that we missed. And that's important because what you want to do is walk up here and then hook back up this dirt road on the left. So basically you're coming from this direction here, you'll walk up this hill, and then you want to hook onto this dirt road and all the way up to the mast, and it's really straightforward from there. We didn't do that, my fault totally, so I could see the mountain off in the distance, so I decided just to keep walking along the tarmac road towards the mountain, and I just assumed that we were going in the right direction towards the mountain. You could see the cross up on the top, so that's why I knew we were heading in the right direction, or what I thought. I was planning to walk down to the end and then up through here. Now what we eventually did is we actually walked up this way and then across, but I'll show you what we mean. So we kept walking down and came off and came up through this heather here with a very, very vague path. Wasn't the right thing to do. Well, look, it was effective in the end, but it wasn't the right thing to do. But eventually when we got up there, we actually saw the actual realistic worn path, which we could have used coming from the mast over there. So there is a worn path going across. But anyway, that's how you learn. At this point, runners are probably not the thing you want. You definitely want hiking. Actually, you always want hiking boots, really. But it is wet, and I'd say during the winter it is, you know, remarkably wet. And it's really windy up here as well. So if you're bringing a child, you will not be able to use a buggy. We should have used the backpack for the child, but we didn't realise. But anyway, once you get to the top, there's some really nice views all the way around. So the mountains that I was talking about already, and this cross at top, allows you to know that you're at the top. But the wind at the top on the day, and I think a lot of the time, is really, really heavy. You can hear it in the background. It just is violent, and it's even hard to hold the camera straight just to even take pictures all the way around. To give you an idea of what I mean, just have a listen to this. That being said, while it is windy, I mean, it's not, Mount Everest windy or anything like that. It's just really, really windy, but it's not dangerous or anything. Other views, actually, you're looking down into Camlough Lake here as well, and the town just down in the corner here as well. So it's a really nice area. I'd say it's lovely on a really nice, calm, sunny day. So once you're finished, on back down, you see the trail is really, really easy to follow. But like we're saying to you, there is areas where it will get quite soggy, so definitely waterproof footwear is an absolute must. And there is some nice views actually when you're walking down as well. Once you get back to the mast, then you'll be able to walk around them, and on the far side you'll be able to identify the dirt trail as well to bring you back down. And even at the mast, even if you don't even go all the way up to the top of Camlough, there's some good views from the mast looking all the way around the mountains we saw and down into Newry as well. For us, we actually only realised how the trail works when we were on the way back. So when we were starting to come down this dirt trail there, and when we eventually met the road, we knew where we'd gone wrong. And I suppose research up front would have actually sorted that out. But there you go. Sometimes it's a bit of an adventure, and that's how you figure things out. Anyway, hopefully that video has given you a better idea of what Camlough's all about. and it'll save you having to do the research that I didn't do in the first place. If you think the video is useful, please do like and subscribe, because there's going to be lots more of similar guides. Thanks for watching.